home of FC Dallas. It was a mighty fine result for the home team. 2-0 final tonight for FC Dallas over Austin FC. With Steve Davis, I'm Mark Followill. Great to have you tuned in. And tonight, I think we were all excited about the first game between FC Dallas and Austin FC. Every game excites us, but I think this had a little bit of extra energy to it. The anticipation of what this rivalry is going to be like. We were just watching the Austin fans. There's some of them filing out of the stadium right now, and you know they were still singing and chanting and dancing 10 minutes after the end of the game, Steve. So there was a lot of anticipated energy going into tonight, and I think the game delivered.
I think the first half was a little slow, and then the second half picked up. You know, we hear it all the time, but it's really true. A goal helps to open things up, doesn't it?
Yes, and guess what? You're going to see the goal that opened things up and the other goal that was scored tonight coming up in our package, our highlight package here of the goals from tonight's game. So, tough first half, a lot of possession for Austin FC, not many chances for FC Dallas, but here is their first chance.
But you add pressure when you add players into the penalty area, when you do things like that, hit early crosses. You know, you're circling, recycling possession on the periphery. It does something for you, but it doesn't do enough. So Jamasi picks up a ball. He doesn't just recycle possession, puts it in the mixture. Sean picks it up at the backside, finds the late run from Ryan Hollingshead. It's the run he's so good at making. It's so hard to track that run. That was the first goal.
And then look at Nkosi Tafari win a ball here. He'll get the secondary assist on the goal by Ferreira.
Second Saturday in a row, he stepped up, broken lines, to pick up a ball right there, about the same place he picked it up against Kansas City last week. Last week he found Jesus Ferreira. This time it took one more connection to go and find Jesus Ferreira. That was from against the Bolshun, and it's a pretty easy finish in the end for Ferreira from about 14 yards.
So Hollingshead and Ferreira with the goals tonight for FC Dallas to win it 2-0. And let's delve a little bit further into the player who set up both of those goals, Sabolt Shun. So just again for some background, 20 years old, played in Hungary, played professionally there for a couple of years. He was at a very good club, Ajax, with their reserves before he started playing at his club team in Hungary. And then he joined FC Dallas. And look, the first couple of times we saw him, you know, mixed bag of results. But since he's gone into the starting lineup, Steve, this has been a player who has clearly injected some energy and some quality into this starting group.
Oh, for sure. But those early runouts, Mark, you know, we've talked about it before. He comes in from a new country, new team. He gets a few practices. He gets thrown into some games where they're chasing the game. The teams are sitting back. You know, wing play is hard anyway. And now the teams are sitting back. It's even harder to find your way into the game. So those weren't really good tests, I don't think. Well, after that, what does he do? He goes right back to Hungary for the European Championships. Then he comes back. Well, he's finally got his feet set, and we're finally seeing what kind of a player he can be. That was a blast in the first half. He couldn't get through traffic, but I didn't want to be standing in front of that one. And,
no.
And I'll go back a little further on some background. FC Dallas needed better wing play this year, so what they do, they went out and got guys like Haider Obrian, Freddie Vargas. They signed Benny Redzik out of the academy. So they really brought in all these wingers. Turns out they needed a fourth try. They needed a fourth swing of the bat because I think they really found something once they brought this guy in late.
Well, late in the first half, you saw that cross a moment ago that forced Matt Beasler into a diving defensive header. And now here's the first of 2 assists. You know, I want to ask you this while we're looking at this, at the assist that he had in the second half. I wonder how much playing in the Euros and getting in to the team and playing in some important group stage games for Hungary. They were not just a wallflower in that group of death that had what, Germany and Portugal and France. Yeah, exactly. Yep. So I wonder how much that helped him as well.
It can't hurt because those are really good teams, and he gets into some of those games. We know he scored a goal that was offside, but even scoring a goal that's eventually called offside against Portugal, that's got to be a big confidence boost. So yeah, I think the overall experience of playing in a big tournament, it's the second biggest tournament after the World Cup, it had to have helped his confidence.
Well, he was a big factor tonight. Shun assisted on both goals as FC Dallas beat Austin FC by a final of 2-0. We'll be back for more on tonight's game right after this on FC Dallas Extra Time, presented by Toyota.
Welcome to Toyota's National Sales Event.
Ooh, RAV4.
It's a great time to save on the 2021s while they last.
Ooh, Venza.
Toyota's got an exciting lineup to choose from.
Oh, Highlander, could you?
Oh, sure. You have to understand, it's the National Sales Event.
During the National Sales Event, get $750 customer cash, or qualified lessees can lease the sophisticated new 2021 Highlander L for only $279 a month.
Hey, that's my line.
Toyota, let's go places.
We're the ones that help keep you on track and stay with you through every push, helping you dig out from injuries and keeping your mind and body in the game. We fuel you for battle, so you can stay in the fight no matter what. Whatever you do, Texas Health Sports Medicine is here for your win.
Here's tonight's UMB match summary, a game, Steve, that FC Dallas wins 2-0 over Austin FC.
Well, Ryan Hollingshead with the first goal. We know he's, we're going to count those goals up and see how many of his goals have ended up coming in the second half.
He's got 17 in his career, so I bet more than 10 are in the second half. We'll have that for next week.
I'm thinking at least. Jesus Ferrer with the second goal, so both Sean assists on both of them. And how about Jimmy Maurer? 3 saves to pick up his second consecutive shutout at home.
Nicely done, and 3 clean sheets for the year for the FC Dallas goalkeeper from Lawrenceville, Georgia. And here's tonight's Money Graham final stats from the game.
Well, 54% possession for Austin FC, for the visitors. But as we talked about in the broadcast, it's what you do with that possession, because 54% is good, but 2 goals is even better.
This is FC Dallas Extra Time, presented by Toyota. After an FC Dallas 2-0 win over Austin FC, there will be a final segment to look ahead to Sporting Kansas City coming up next.
At Toyota's national sales event, we don't just help you get the perfect vehicle. We're here to open new doors that lead to your road to greatness. Your journey starts at Toyota's national sales event.
During the national sales event, get $750 customer cash, or qualified lessees can lease the adventurous new 2021 RAV4 LE for only $239 a month. Toyota, let's go places.
Rethink what you drink.
We're the ones that help keep you on track and stay with you through every push, helping you dig out from injuries and keeping your mind and body in the game. We fuel you for battle, so you can stay in the fight no matter what. Whatever you do, Texas Health Sports Medicine is here for your win.
Tonight at Toyota Stadium, FC Dallas with a 2-0 win over Austin FC as the night comes to an end here on FC Dallas Extra Time presented by Toyota. So this win tonight, again, let's recap what this win means for FC Dallas. It means 4 games over a 2-week period. Win at home against the Galaxy, win on the road against Sporting Kansas City, 1-1 draw thanks to a stoppage time equalizer in Seattle, and then a win tonight. So 12 possible points. FC Dallas has secured 10 of them, 3-0-1 over the last 4 games. Tonight's game was great, but it's really been a splendid 2 weeks.
Well, it has. They've gone from essentially last place into 1 spot out of the playoffs right now. So I think as we come down the stretch of the season, we're now into the second half of the season, we will look at this 15-day period as the time that got them at very least, back into the playoff conversation and gave them the confidence that they can make a run just like this.
Well, they should certainly have confidence against next week's opponent because it's the team they beat last week, Sporting Kansas City, Steve.
I'm telling you, it's just a weird thing. Sporting Kansas City is good. Peter Vermees is a great coach, and somehow Luch Gonzalez has their number. You know, for Sporting Kansas City, it's got to be so frustrating because for Sporting Kansas City, Dallas just looks like that doggone team. They cannot beat Dallas. Now, you know, what happens next week, I don't know, but they just struggled mightily against Dallas.
You know, the only thing I know that's going to happen next week is that Steve and I will be calling the game on TXA 21 next week and on the FCD TV network and and that will be at 7:30 on Saturday night. So that'll do it for tonight's edition of FC Dallas Extra Time, that is presented by Toyota. Again, big saves by Jimmy Maurer and goals in the second half by Hollingshead and Padetta, and Radek Fox, a penalty kick to entertain the crowd at halftime. It was a good night tonight as FC Dallas beats Austin FC in their first ever regular season game.
Welcome to Toyota's National Sales Event.
Ooh, RAV4.
It's a great time to save on the 2021s while they last.
Ooh, Venza!
Toyota's got an exciting lineup to choose from.
Oh, Highlander, could you?
Oh, sure. You have to understand, it's the National Sales Event.
During the National Sales Event, get $750 customer cash, or qualified lessees can lease the sophisticated new 2021 Highlander L for only $279 a month.
Hey, that's my line.
Toyota, let's go places.
Rethink what you drink.
We're the ones that help keep you on track and stay with you through every push, helping you dig out from injuries and keeping your mind and body in the game. We fuel you for battle so you can stay in the fight no matter what. Whatever you do, Texas Health Sports Medicine is here for your win.